Na-shock ka ba nung hindi ibinigay sa'yo ni Lela yung 300,000 points?
Alam namin na pareho kaming kapamilya. So from the start, we were in competition with each other. To be honest, it was valuable. It was points.
Doon sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya, para kang nakawawa. Naramdaman mo ba na parang ikaw yung most unappreciated sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya?
Yeah, there are times where the appreciation isn't there.
Hindi sumama ang loob mo. Kasi, kumbaga, ang daming lie. Mas mataas yung minsan yung lie kaysa sa truth.
I'm not gonna lie. Medyo nasaktan. Medyo nasaktan ako sa tapatan.
Yung dad mo, ngayon mo lang naramdaman ng bongga, no? Because nung sabi mo nga, 16 years of your life, absent father yung dad mo.
Medyo nagkaroon ako ng galit.
Para kang isang nepo baby. Medyo na-hurt ka ba doon?
Totoo naman na I have a feeling that I'm being watched or that I'm being listened to. Though I'm not hiding anything.
Andiyan naman kasi si Angel Locsin eh. Kaya madali siya makikilala.
Wala akong control dun. I don't have control over what family I'm born in. I hear it all the time.
Kasama natin ngayon ang third big placer sa PBB Collab 2.0. Siyempre, ang gwapong-gwapo. Mas gwapo sa personal. Promise. Joaquin Arce.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, Tito. Nice to meet you.
Diyos ko, na-miss mo ba ang bahay ni Kuya?
Honestly, hindi masyado.
Bakit?
Kasi ngayon, off na po lahat ng mga ilaw sa bedroom ko po. Kasi sa bahay ni Kuya, bukas palagi yung ilaw sa boys' room. Kasi ngayon nakakatulog na ako na walang ilaw. I do not miss that. Siyempre, namimiss ko yung mga ibang housemates, yung nung kumpleto pa kami, or yung mga bondings namin. Pero the house itself, I learned a lot from it. I took a lot of positive things from it. Pero hindi ko siya hindi ko siya namimiss. I'm so much happier outside. Nakasama ko yung mga loved ones, yung mga friends ko dito. Tsaka nakakain ako ng maayos dito sa labas. I can eat whatever I want, is what I'm saying. And ayun, walang weekly budget. So, yeah, I'm happy I'm outside. But don't get me wrong, Tito. I really loved yung experience. I really loved yung staying there and learning a lot of things from PBB.
So, ano mga itinuro ni Kuya ang paglabas mo sa bahay, bit-bit mo?
I guess yung disiplina talaga. Yun yung that's what stuck to me the most. Something nakita, or at least for me lang. Kasi, you know, yung pagising ng maaga, yung paggawa ng chores, yung just discipline in general. Yun talaga yung na-stick sa akin. But on the social aspect, natuto akong makisama sa mga ibang tao. Kasi, di ba, PBB, all walks of life. Everyone has their own, you know, boundaries. Everyone has their own experiences sa mga buhay nila. So, you have to learn, I learned to adjust sa mga tao. I learned to, you know, be more empathetic to people. Yun yung dinala ko sa labas.
Kapag natutulog ka o pag nasa bahay mo na ikaw, meron ka pang kapraningan na, sandali, baka meron camera dito, baka sitahin ako dahil mali yung ginawa ko.
Well, to be honest, yeah. Meron pa akong paghanap ng, like, okay, yung feeling na I'm being watched. Of course, ngayon na artista ako, alam ko na every move I do, I should be careful and I should think before I speak. But, you know, because of PBB, tama ko dun, Tito, na may ako, like, I have a feeling that I'm being watched or that I'm being listened to. Though I'm not hiding anything, I have that feeling. I brought that feeling out.
Pero sa lahat, alam ha, na magkaibigan kayo ni Lela. Sa tapatan kasi, parang ano nga yung hindi mo makalimutang tanong sa'yo na parang nagulat ka?
At to be honest, Tito, lahat ng mga tanong na tinanong sa tapatan, they're questions I'd expect people to ask. Kasi, you know, I mean, if you watch the episode, parang, yeah, those are things people would ask talaga. So, medyo inasahan na may mga questions na ganun. So, to be honest, for me personally, walang question na hindi ko in-expect. Walang question na hindi ko parang, oh, wow, they asked me that.
Yung merong question na para kang isang nepo baby. Medyo na-hurt ka ba doon?
No, hindi ako na-hurt doon. Kasi totoo naman na yung dad ko and yung stepmom ko, sikat sila at mayaman sila. That's undeniable. Honestly, I'm happy that, you know, I was born into a family like this. Dahil, I'm happy that I'm fed well. I lived a good life growing up. I'm grateful to God for that. But of course, on top of that, wala akong control doon. I don't have control over what family I'm born in. But ayun, I hear it all the time. Pero at least alam ko sa sarili ko at alam ko na my money or my family's money and my family's, kumbaga status was earned and worked for. It wasn't gotten unjustly like the other Napo babies we've been hearing about recently. I can stand tall and I can stand proud, keep my chin up because alam ko na yung family ko, they worked for what they had. And they worked honestly and they worked justly for it. So it's not something I get offended for. I wouldn't get offended for hard work, for my parents to have worked hard. It's kind of weird if I did.
Okay. So, kayo ni Lela, na siya yung big winner, no?
Yes.
Gusto ko lang makita kung paano nagsimula yung friendship nyo outside.
So, before namin mag-sign, we met. And doon ko siya nakilala. And I guess if I'm gonna have, co-workers like, sila Lela, sila Inigo, yung mga Mitra sisters, nakilala ko din. Sila Christoph, nakilala ko sila lahat. I wanted to bond with them. Pero si Lela talaga yung nag-click sa akin. And like, we hang out a lot. And parang nagva-volleyball din siya. Nagva-volleyball ako. Though, talong-talo ako sa kanya. Kasi sobrang, nag-varsity kasi siya. So, ayun. We vibe and we hang out a lot. And that's where our friendship started outside. It wasn't really a friendship na for years talaga na, I've had. But it's a really recent friendship that I built from outside. And then, nagkataon na magkasama kami sa loob. Yay! Awesome.
But honestly, siguro na itanong na to sa'yo, na-shock ka ba nung hindi ibinigay sa'yo ni Lela yung 300,000 points?
I mean, I wouldn't say I was shocked.
In-expect mo ba na sa'yo ibibigay?
Hindi ko na-expect. I mean, I had no expectations. To be honest, first of all, wala kaming ramdam. Like, us inside, we didn't feel like anything was happening outside kasi yun yung buong mundo namin sa loob. So, parang yung task na yun, for me, it was valuable. It was points. It was yung votes to be a big winner. But si Lela, when she gave the 300,000 points to someone else, personally, I didn't really mind, I understood her perspective, Si Princess, isa siya sa pinaka-close niya doon sa loob. Princess and Ashley were her sanity inside because they were also some of her closest friends sa loob. That's a valid decision, right? At saka, Tito, di ko alam kung alam niyo po, pero sobrang competitive kaming dalawa. As in, alam namin na pareho kaming kapamilya. So from the start, we were in competition with each other. And mas magagalit si Lela sa akin and mas magagalit ako sa kanya if we didn't go all out against each other. Because, it's like, hey, come on, like, fight me. Hindi naman yung fight. But like, nag-aasaran kami and like, we're competitive people, is what I'm saying. And I'm happy she chose herself sa big jump. I understand her decision. We're friends like that. So
ikaw nung big jump, siya ang pinili mo.
Yes.
Tapos siya ang pinili niya sarili niya. So, sana papunta rito ang Lelkin. Kasi sa labas, kung aware ka, parang na-shock yung mga Lelkin fans. Kasi, oh my God, ba't hindi pinili or ba't hindi binigyan ng 300,000 points si Joaquin? Ni Lela, magkaibigan sila. So, parang nagkaroon tuloy ng impression na, baka hindi posible yung Lelkin.
Well, first of all, we had no idea na we were being shipped inside. Like, yun talaga yung buong mundo namin sa loob. And I could say for sure na lahat ng mga interactions namin, not just with Lela, but with the other housemates, lahat genuine po dito. At I'd assume she doesn't have any intention of breaking us apart by doing that. I really don't take offense in anything she did. Especially yung 300,000 points, hindi binigay sa akin. To me, I don't really, feel offended. I think she was valid. I think she has her own opinions. She has her own thought process. I respect that. I respect her.
Did she explain herself about the 300,000 points? Paglabas?
Paglabas, not really because I didn't really ask about it. So, I guess she wouldn't really explain it if I never asked about it. After seeing lahat ng mga Lelkin fans, I guess I would understand how they'd feel bad because of that. But if you were to ask me personally, it really has no effect on me. I respect her. I respect her decision. I think it's fine that she picked that. So
buti ganyan
we're
attitude.
good. We're good. We're
Yeah.
100%.
Buti ganyan na attitude mo. That's good.
Apo.
Ganyang attitude. Oo. So, kung ikaw pa pipiliin, ayaw mo may ka-love team. Gusto mo solo.
Well, I mean, to be honest po, baguhan po ako dito sa industriya at kakastart ko lang po. Pero if I were to be completely honest, it's up to management. Wala po akong karapatan piliin saan ako pupunta, ano gagawin ko. Yes, I could tell them, okay, I want to do action. Okay, I want to do rom-com. I want to do these projects. One thing's for sure, I want to act and I want to do my best dito. Pero it's really up to management. And I don't wanna be choosy. Right now, to be honest, I think I don't think of myself as high or anything. Yes, trending ako ngayon, trending yung PBB. Pero alam ko sa heart ko na it's gonna die down eventually. Pero I have a mindset na I'm nobody. Like, there's people like Ate Nadine, Tita Angel, Piolo Pascual, mga veterano, di ba? I'd say they have the right to pick, where they want to go because they establish themselves as talented individuals, right? Pero para sa akin po dito, wala po talaga akong karapatan piliin kung saan ako pupunta. So if you ask me, do I want a love team? Do I want to go solo? It's up to management. They know what's best for me. Sila yung nakakita ng lahat ng mga nangyari sa showbiz, lahat ng mga good moves or what for my career. So it's up to them.
Siniship din kayo ni Crystal. Meron ding nabubuong Chris Kim.
I'm aware.
Aware ka doon.
I'm
Kayo
aware.
Ni Tala.
Nagulat talaga ako sa lahat ng mga ships. May nakita din ako yung Carton, tsaka yung Cap Heath. Crazy. We did not expect any of that. So,
Doon sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya, para kang nakawawa. Ano lang yun Parang impression ng mga tao na nung hindi ka binoto, nung nakakuha ka ng 0 point, walang nagboto sa'yo, parang naawa yung mga tao sa'yo. Ikaw ba that time na nakita mong ang score mo 0, anong pakiramdam mo nung time na yun?
yung 0 as in like...
Yeah, walang point na walang...
yung sa ano?
Yes.
Sa,
Yes, oo.
I didn't really think much of it. I think, they chose their friends. They chose who they wanted to give the points to. I wasn't chosen. No big deal. That's really all I thought about it. But you mentioned na a lot of people are sympathizing or like they're parang sinasabi nila na kawawa or something. I'm so grateful na they have a heart for me and that they think of me and they support me, kumbaga. Pero yeah, that's all I want to say. I'm grateful for that. Pero wala talaga akong iniisip or na feel na in terms of yung mga task na yun na kinakawawa ako ng housemates. I never really thought that.
Naramdaman mo ba na parang ikaw yung most unappreciated sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya?
The chores I do and the fact na pinagsisilbihan ko yung mga housemates, nung sa mga panahon na nagluluto ako, sa mga chores na ginagawa ko. Kasi usually, sa loob ako, tapos kapag may garden area, nasa labas sila. Parang hindi nila... Okay, before I say anything, gusto ko lang sabihin na lahat ng chores na ginagawa ko, I did it for the sake of doing the chores. I didn't really do any of it for show. Or I didn't really do any of it for para lang hindi ma-nominate or something like that. But there are many times na hindi, kumbaga, nasaksihan yung mga chores ko. And parang, yeah, there are times where the appreciation isn't there. But I don't really hold it against yung mga ibang housemates. And I understand na gusto nila mag-enjoy sa labas. And I did all my chores from out of my heart. I did it genuinely. And all the times I served the housemates, I did it because I wanted them to be happy. So I'm aware na not all of them are in the best state of mind, that medyo namimiss na nila yung mga families nila, that napapagod sila doon. So I really wanted to help them. I really wanted to serve them because, I wanted them to be happy.
So habang masipag ka, may mga housemates kang tamad?
I mean, lahat in a way do chores, but I don't know. Tamad, I wouldn't say na tamad yung mga housemates. I'd say na, minsan, because parang they do chores and shifts. So, I wouldn't say na sobrang tamad yung mga housemates po dito.
Hindi sumama loob mo. Kasi, kumbaga, ang daming lie. Mas mataas minsan yung lie kaysa sa truth. Pero
I'm not gonna lie. Medyo nasaktan ako sa tapatan.
Oo.
Well, because of the fact na, alam ko na sinasabi ko yung totoo. And yung mga tinatanong nila, wala talaga akong way of proving it or ebidensya, kumbaga. Because, when I state something, I always have to prove it. Kung may sinasabi ako, dapat patunayan ko siya. Lahat ng mga tanong na tinanong sa akin, parang hindi ko siya mapatunayan at that point in time. So yeah, yes, I got hurt. Pero more than that, naintindihan ko naman yung mga ex-housemates, The nature of the tapatan, kumbaga, it's unfair for me, but it's also unfair for them. Kasi it's only truth or lie, di ba? Hindi naman siya yung style ng tapatan tulad ng last season na it's conversational, where may tanong sila, you can answer, and then if they think it's a lie, you can explain, di ba? Walang, there's no form of, I can't explain. And on top of that, there's a time limit per answer. So, it was unfair for both sides, I'd say. Pero, ayun, yes, nasaktan ako na lie yung tinaas nila for my answers because I said the truth. Pero I really didn't have anything against the ex-housemates because I understood kung saan sila galing na unfair yung tapatan na it's truth or lie instead of like, oh, this is why, diba? They couldn't explain their side and I couldn't explain mine. The entire time, all that I knew was that it was probably a misunderstanding. Probably I could have elaborated if it was a conversational style thing. Siguro wala naman silang galit sa akin. I didn't really get offended by them. At I knew my truth.
You know your truth. Hindi lang sila naniwala.
Well, hindi ko sasabihin na hindi sila naniwala. Siguro,
Hindi lang sila convinced na maniwala.
Hindi nila ako naintindihan. Kasi syempre, ayun tulad ng sinabi ko, hindi ko mapaliwanag yung mga sagot ko. Hindi ko ma-elaborate. At siguro, tulad ng sinabi ko, siguro may bahagi ng sagot ko na sa tingin nila lie. Or siguro hindi sila agree dito, pero everything else they agree with. But because they don't agree with yung maliit na part na yun, tumaas sila ng lie. Generally, I don't have anything against them. I really did think it was a misunderstanding. And I didn't think they thought what I said was lying. I have strong faith in them. I know they're good people. And I know they don't think I'm a liar.
Paglabas ba ng bahay ni Kuya, meron ka sa kanila na nilapitan para mag-sorry ka kung nakagawa ka man lang. I mean, kung sa loob hindi ka nakapag-sorry pero nung nasa labas ka, nilapitan mo yung housemate at nag-sorry ka. Meron ganun? Or meron bang lumapit sa'yo para mag-sorry?
Madaming beses na nakita kami ng mga ex-housemates at wala namang lumalapit sa akin to like say sorry. I mean, again, I don't think na may ginawa silang mali sa akin. I really give them the benefit of the doubt and like about what happened sa tapatan. I really don't think they had any ill intentions against me. And siguro misunderstanding lang yung nangyari. Pero ayun, wala namang lumapit sa akin. Wala
Tsaka paglabas, magkakaibigan na kayo lahat.
Yes. Nung lumabas ako, daming beses na nakita kami, okay naman lahat. Okay.
Pero yung paglabas mo na, ang dami mong fans.
Oh my, nagulat talaga ako doon. Yeah, nagulat talaga ako doon.
Oo. Pero alam mo kung saan mo nakuha yun? Kung bakit lalong dumami yung fans mo?
Bakit po?
Yung nakakuha ka ng 0 point. Yeah.
May I ask why?
Because mas dumami yung fans mo. Kasi nga, out of sympathy. Because you got nothing, but you got them.
Yeah.
Kahit ako nung bakit 0? Okay. Ako rin naapektuhan. Pero yung attitude mo, nung sinagot mo, yung 0 ka, panalo ka sa marami. Parang hindi ka napikon, hindi ka nagalit, okay lang.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Really?
you won them.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
You got the fans. Are you aware?
Oh my God. I'm unaware. I mean, I'm aware that ang dami talagang nang susuporta sa akin. Pero hindi ako
nadagdagan
aware.
lalo because of that.
Hindi ako aware na nadagdagan lalo because of that.
Ang na-gain mo, hindi points. Fans.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh.
Yon. Kaya, i-maintain mo lang yung ganung attitude mo. Yung positive ka lang, work lang ako.
But like before coming in, I had the same mindset. Like sinabi ko sa unang hirit na I have a moral compass I always fall back to. So when I don't know what to do, I just follow what my mom taught me and I follow God. Okay si Lord sa mga ginagawa ko, alam ko na I can keep my head up high. Pero sa mga nagsuporta sa akin, dahil doon, and in general, I'm just really grateful talaga. As in, for the past few days, I've really felt the love. Kasi, sa loob, wala akong nararamdaman from the outside. I mean, obviously kasi wala kami no contact or anything. Pero I didn't know na ganun kadami pala yung fans. And, kita ko lang sa loob na, yung mga criticism ng mga ibang housemates sa akin dito as medyo strong personality ako at medyo bossy ako and medyo lahat ng mga traits ko na aren't the best. And on top of that, umaamin ako dun na that's something I have to improve. And I really did take the steps to improve. And until now I am, binababaan ko yung the way I, talk because I don't want to scare people. That's one thing I also learned. So because of that, at inaamin ko na I thought na medyo inihate ako dahil doon. But when I went out, grabe ang sobrang daming nagsusuporta sa akin. I'm really grateful to all of them. I can really feel the love dito. I really felt the love when I went out. So, yeah.
Meron ka ba iniyakan sa loob?
Yes. Well, Like, I'd cry myself to sleep sometimes. Kasi, I don't feel, the love. And though there were may mga housemates na that were there for me. Na I miss my family, I miss my friends. And parang, ayun, there were times I cried myself to sleep. And when my mom went and I missed her so much, I cried there. Tsaka when I got Ultimate 8, umiyak ako dun. Grabe. As in, I didn't expect it. And all I know is I did my best.
Nakaramdam ka ba ng genuine friendship from everyone inside?
Well, Tito, I guess I made friends with everybody. Aminin ko na hindi ako yung pinaka-closest sa kanila to a certain select few. Pero naging kaibigan naman ako sa kanila lahat. At mas may ka-close sa kanila. Like, there are other housemates closer to other housemates compared to me. So, naging kaibigan ko naman sila lahat.
Pagkatapos mong lumabas sa bahay ni Kuya, anong meaning ng friendship sa'yo?
Someone who's there for you. Someone you can trust. I think that's a true friend. Someone who knows you well, who can read your mind even if, wala kang sinasabi. Someone you can lean against.
Sino yung na-discover mo sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya na housemate na
Naging friend.
genuine
Genuine.
ang friendship sa'yo?
Heath, easiest answer of my life. Like sila Marco, Anton, I knew them outside. Sila Della, I knew her outside. Crystal, I knew outside. Pero friend that I discovered inside, that I met inside, si Heath. I'd say he's the most genuine person ever. Para siyang little brother. And nakakatawa talaga siya. At match talaga yung mga interests namin. And Keith is one of the most genuine friends I made sa loob ng bahay.
Alam mo, at the end of the day, marami ka pa rin natutunan sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya.
Yeah.
Hindi lang chores, hindi lang yung mga utos ni Kuya. Even kung paano makisama sa loob. I mean, yun ang natutunan mo. Ang tanong ko sa'yo, madali ka raw sisikat. Ayan yung mga nababasa ko ha. Andiyan naman kasi si Angel Locsin. Kaya madali siya makikilala.
I mean, hindi ko naman maiwasan yung makilala dahil kay Tita Angel. Kasi, I mean, sikat naman siya. And even I'm a fan of her, right? Pero, ayun, she has a fan base and she's loved by the people. So, people would love me too because of her. Like, hindi ko yan maiwasan. And I'm grateful more than anything. And I heard that she's been supporting me. Like, she's been active sa social media when sobrang privado siyang tao. Like, I'm sure you're aware. She's been active on social media because of me, because of my stay sa PBB. So, I wouldn't say na, or rather, it's inevitable that, I'd get known dahil sa kanya. So, ayun talaga. Like,
Na okay lang.
Okay naman ako. Okay naman ako.
Wala ka naman choice eh.
Wala.
Tita mo yun.
Oo.
Sikat yung tita mo.
Sikat yung tita ko.
Oo,
Honestly, it helps me. At I don't look at it in a bad way. Masaya talaga ako na sinusuporta ako.
Kaya mas ipoprove mo na you can also make a name for yourself.
Opo. Actually, yun yung isa sa mga malaking goals ko sa loob ng bahay. Para makilala ko ng mga tao. Para, so I could establish a name for myself. Para alam nila kung sino si Joaquin Arce at kaya niya tumayo ng mag-isa, di ba? So, I wanted to show na I'm me and that I want a career of my own. And that gusto kong sumikat bilang aktor. So, isa yun sa goals ko po dito.
Would you say na malaki rin ang tulong nitong PBB para maging magkalapit kayo o maging close kayo ng tatay mo?
Well,
O yung pagpasok mo sa pag-aartista? Kaya kayo na mas napalapit sa isa't isa ng tatay mo?
oh, for sure. For sure. The fact na pumasok ako sa showbiz, tinulungan ako ng dad ko in a way na he guides me, he mentors me. This is how you should do this. This is how you should do that. Kumbaga, mentor ko siya. And dahil doon, mas naging close talaga kami. Kasi for the first 16 years of my life, kasi 16 ako nag-start ng mga workshops, ng mga practicing acting and stuff. So, doon ako nag-start when I was 16. But before that, I'd say na medyo hindi kami ganun ka-close. Pero dahil pumasok ako sa showbiz, mas naging close kami. And I can see the void in his heart being filled na mas present talaga siya sa buhay ko ngayon. Parang best friend ko siya. Lagi ko siyang kasama ngayon as compared to before. And I'm really happy personally. I'm happy for him. So, yes, Tito. Dahil dito sa pagpasok ko sa showbiz, mas naging close kami.
Nakikita mo yung tatay mo na habang nasa loob ka at nominated ka,
Nakita ko yung mga clips.
Yung mga clips na hindi mapakali, na-anxiety yung tatay mo sa labas ng bahay ni Kuya.
Dito, nakita ko yung mga clips niya. As in, pinakita niya sa akin kanina na ganun pala sa eviction night. Lahat ng mga magulang
Parents,
namin, ng mga housemates magkasama. Parang lahat sila ganun. Kahit kalaban ko yung mga ibang kapamilya, ganun sila. Kasi
Close din sila.
Close sila na lahat ng parents. ganun yung tatay ko. Ganun din ako sa loob, di ba?
Oo.
So, hindi ko talaga yun inasahan na ganun pala sa eviction night. Like, yes, rinig namin yung mga sigaw sa loob, kaya bawal kami lumabas sa garden area. Kapag nomination day, yung buong araw,
Okay.
bawal kami lumabas. Kasi rinig talaga yung sigaw kahit sa loob. So, pero hindi ko inasahan na lahat sila nandun at lahat sila parang World Cup yung mga reactions nila dito. So, ayun, it's such a beautiful thing. Tapos lahat ng fans nandun.
Oo.
Lahat ng parents, ng families.
Oo.
Yeah.
Oo.
Crazy.
Yung dad mo, ngayon mo lang naramdaman ng bongga, no? Because nung sabi mo nga, 16 years of your life, absent father yung dad mo.
Yes.
Bakit nangyari yun?
Well, I don't know. If I were to be honest, hindi ko po alam kung bakit. I don't want to assume anything. That's bad to assume. But he wasn't really there most of the time. Pero ngayon, nandito siya. And that's what matters moving forward.
Honestly, hindi ka nagkaroon ng ngit-ngit, galit sa tatay mo nung 16 years mo?
Well, to be honest, yeah. I mean, needless to say na, medyo nagkaroon ako ng galit ng onte. Pero I learned to mature and I learned to understand. Because, if you understand, it's impossible to get mad. I mean, we're human, we get mad. Right? Pero kung hindi namin naiintindihan yung mga perspective ng mga ibang tao, we can't grow as people. It becomes much easier to forgive if you understand. Nung natuto akong umintindi, medyo doon nawala yung mga hinanakit ko sa mga tao in general. Because yung mga kaaway ko na friends, I learned to forgive. And especially my dad. Pero ngayon, close kami and I'm really happy.
Sobra. Stage dad nga yung
Stage.
tatay mo. No?
Stage father. Actually, kinuwento ni Daddy, si Kuya Robby, Domingo.
Oo.
Si Kuya Robby, sabi niya daw, nung isang eviction night ba yun? Neil! Sabi niya, tapos nainis yung dad ko. Kasi parang inasar niya ni Kuya Robby. But it's not anything deep. Like, it's just, asaran. Because they're friends. Pero parang, I think doon niya na-realize na, yeah, I'm a stage father. So, ayun, it's making him happy. I know it's making him happy.
Proud siya sa'yo.
I'm happy too, personally.
Proud siya sa'yo. Sobra. Kaya medyo mataas ang expectation yata sa'yo. Dito mo naman nararamdaman talaga na kumikilos yung tatay mo para mag-improve ka, para maabot mo yung pangarap mo na mag-artista, makilala, sumikat. Kasi taga-production din yung tatay mo.
Yeah.
So, meron ka bang tanong sa tatay mo about the industry at kung ano yung sagot niya sa'yo?
Well, honestly, he's a good mentor. So, parang lahat ng mga gusto niyang sabihin sa akin, sinasabi. So, halos wala akong mga tanong sa kanya. I guess, how did he pull all of his beautiful exes and Tita Angel especially? I don't know how. Grabe. That's my question for him. How did he do it? Like, I mean, you've seen my mom and there's Tita Angel. That's my question to him. How did he do that?
Oo.
So, ayun, yeah.
Okay, so natutuwa ka naman na maganda yung dynamics ng tatay at nanay mo. I mean, your mom, tsaka si Neil, maganda yung dynamics nila.
Yeah.
Kasi parang maganda yung pagpapalaki nila sa'yo.
Yeah. Actually, halos yung mom ko yung nagtuturo.
Kasama mo.
Yeah, kasama ko. Siya yung nagtuturo sa akin ng values. How I should approach life. Siya yung nag-develop na moral compass ko sa buhay. But I can't deny na may ambag din yung tatay ko sa paglaki ko. Tsaka si J-Lo, yung lola ko.
J-Lo?
Yeah, she took part in raising me also. And I'm really grateful to J-Lo.
Lola na sa side ng dad mo.
Si J-Lo yung mom ng dad ko. At
Yun ang tawag mo.
yes, J-Lo.
Instead of Lola,
Yeah.
J-Lo.
J-Lo. Jean Lola. J-Lo. Parang Jennifer Lopez. Jean Lola.
O, at least, kumbaga yun ang extension ng daddy mo sa'yo, yung Lola.
Yeah.
Oo, kaya maganda rin pagpapalaki sa'yo ng lola mo.
Yes. Actually, yeah. I owe a lot of things to my lola. She took part in raising me also.
So right now, kumusta ang puso ni Joaquin sa pag-ibig?
Well, wala akong partner ngayon. Wala akong kausap, talking stage. Wala akong nililigawan.
Because of your career?
Well, yeah. I wanna focus on my career. At saka, parang wala akong mahanap. I wanna focus on career. And kasi sobrang busy po ako ngayon. So, ayun.
Anong pangako mo sa sarili mo? Ngayong nasa showbiz ka na, ngayong artista ka na,
Pangako
anong goal mo?
Well, honestly, gusto ko talaga sumikat bilang actor. Gusto ko ng mga projects. Gusto ko umarte ng todo. I really love the craft. I'm really excited to act. I love meeting people and I love showing my love for my fans. And another goal of mine is to not change. I don't want to change. I make it, it's my mindset na I'm nobody. Because I really am nobody. Tao lang ako. And
Anong na-realize mo sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya? Yung babaunin mo paglabas.
discipline is important. The house ran on chores and I stopped at nothing to do chores talaga. Because I always wanted the house clean. It helped a lot for sanity na malinis yung bahay palagi. So, babaunin ko yan paglabas. I'll always keep my house clean. Though I always do chores sa bahay ko. I'll do them even more now. At saka yung pakikisama sa mga tao, empathizing with people. Empathy is the most important. More than sa kagalingan, sa tasks, more than yung kasipagan sa mga chores. The most important thing ever is empathy. If you're the most empathetic person in the world, you can achieve anything. Not only does it benefit you, but it benefits the people you interact with. Now that I'm outside, continue that.